Hello there, it's me, Unstable Voltage, and welcome back to the second episode of Civilization 6, playing as Simon Bolivar of Gran, Colombia, with the Apocalypse game mode on. We are picking up right where we left off in the last video. We're going to hit the end turn button and see what happens. We have a fire. Where is that fire? It's not my fire. I don't need to worry about it. That is good. Now, we do have enemy units around. We have cavalry down here. I can't really give chase to them, which is a little bit of a problem. We've got a barbarian camp over here that we also need to try and get rid of. We probably need some more militaristic units. Well, let's leave you alone for the time being. We'll continue to do a little bit more scouting. Yes, we've got some units now coming in from the north. Our wonder is completed. That is the Great Bath. We do not know who built the Great Bath. Right, we need to start trying to take out some of these units now. I'm not going to worry about that injured one that has disappeared off to the south. In fact, we're going to come in and try and take you out with our warrior. Because we need to get rid of these barbarians, essentially. Let's continue to look up here with you. Now, there is a volcano. Maybe we don't want to settle right next to that, but you never know. Okay, so that was quite painful on our warrior. Well, what we can do instantly, we've actually got a promotion on this slinger. Let's go ahead and give them volley. And I'm actually going to move this way and take you out. I should have promoted you first, actually. That was a mistake. But we're going to move up here, and then we can still attack that horseman. I'm hoping he doesn't go for my warrior. My warrior had a promotion. I should have promoted them and then did the attack move. So that was a big mistake on my part. Let's keep going to the north. This is mostly going to be tundra and ice, but we might find something useful. He's actually attacking the slinger, which is brilliant. Sharing. Writing is done. You've got a promotion. Let's go ahead and give you battle cry. And let's just put you there as a blocker, and you guys can all heal up. So we know about the Great Baths. Fire has ended. Don't need to worry about any of that stuff. Let's go and pick up archery, simply because we are getting quite a few barbarian camps nearby now. So we would like to be able to deal with them where possible. Another fire ended. Okay. What are our chances of actually finding anything useful up here? I'm going to go with low. Let's continue to move you forwards, and you can still heal up. And you're going to move forwards one, and you're going to heal up. Because we do want to clear out this barbarian camp if we can.
Is being the only one.
So military tradition has completed. I don't really think we need to do any of those, so we're going to leave as is. Let's go and attack with our slinger. And let's also then attack with the warrior. We should be able to clear that unit out. We get to pick a new civic. We haven't done either of these. I don't know when we'll find a second continent. So let's just go ahead and work on foreign trade so we can start building traders. Doesn't look like we're going to get a lot up here. So are you going to... No, you've moved back into the barbarian camp, which is fine. So let's move over here. Can't see any other units around. Why did that use all of your movement? That should clear this camp, though. Excellent. So now we need to bring you guys back into safety. Well, looks like we're going to get at least a normal age. We might be lucky. We might end up getting ourselves a golden age. Not impossible. Yeah, so nothing really up here for our scout. We know we've still got housing problems. We need to get another builder. So, our first... where did I decide that first one was going to be built? Was it here? That'll get the stone. 1, 2, 3. It'll get the horses. We don't want to build right on top of the copper. This is probably the best slot. Give us, you know, we get this stone. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to build on our next city. One more turn, we'll have that settler, so that's fine. Let's bring you back. We're going to bring you down to here because that's where we're going to build our city. And let's start heading over in this direction. Again, that looks like it might be the end of the continent, but I can't quite tell. There is a barbarian over there, so... But yeah, it looks like that is the end of the continent. There's our settler done. We definitely want to try and get... Well, the granary will give us housing. We do have housing problems. Let's get the granary. Settler, you are going to work your way over here. I'm just going to put you on for cover. You can continue to heal. You can heal for now. So also that extra movement applies to our settlers as well. So let's go here and settle our city. There we go. We have a barbarian outpost. That's probably far enough away not to bother me too much. You're going to continue to heal up. You're going to go back to the capital. We'll upgrade you to an archer. Choose production. Let's go ahead and get a... Let's get another slinger, actually. Yeah, nothing up here, so we'll start coming back with that scout. Okay, we've still got some more civilizations to meet. Is that a new outpost? No. So you are going to just heal up. Archery will be done soon. Barbarian there, but not really my problem. There we go, being denounced by Alexander for no particular reason. Apparently he thinks I'm a traitor and a deserter. But why? Okay, so archery is now done. So this is now an archer, which is going to take a lot longer than what I wanted. So let's leave that archer for now. And instead, let's go ahead and build that granary just to boost our food. What tile are we working? 2 food, 2 production. I mean, we could go for 2 food, 2 gold, and 1 production. It's more about the growth than anything right now. Or we could go for... Yeah, let's keep the production going. That is probably the best tile to work. I can't really argue with that one. In the grand scheme of things. Irrigation could be useful. I don't think we have... Well, no, we do have cotton, so there is some need for plantation. We could get hanging gardens. Masonry could be useful as well. Getting the pyramids would be nice, so we don't have anything desert-like. But again, being able to build walls is also good. And allows the harvesting of stone, which we don't really need. Let's go in and get bronze working, just so we can find where the iron is. We are starting to settle cities now, so knowing where the resources are is going to be very good for us. We are going to promote you. 60 gold to go up to an archer is reasonably cheap. So that is fine. You can just stay there for now. I don't think you really need to go off exploring anywhere in particular. Scout there. So yeah, we are probably going to have to go to war with somebody soon. Alexander is unfortunately a little bit further away. He's denounced me. He would have been my likely target. This is telling me about something. I don't know what it's telling me about. Used to tell you what wonders have been built. I think there's something not quite working with this mod. It is quite possible that since they upgraded the game or updated the game, that this mod isn't working properly. So yeah, I just didn't disable it. Normally what happens if they don't update the mod, you normally find that it just disables itself. It didn't in this instance, but it doesn't appear to be having any adverse effects. So that's the concise UI mod, by the way. So you guys stay there. 4 turns until we get the granary. We do need more builders.
Aspect of trade, I suppose.
There's foreign trade done. We don't have any trade routes right now, so there's little point in changing that. We get to choose a new civic. I mean, we could go and grab mysticism to grab an envoy. That's not a bad idea. We will be building a speciality district, and we will grow our civilization to at least 6 population. Actually, let's go for early empire. We've already got a population of 5, and in 3 turns we'll have 6, so we'll get the boost to that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not too bothered about... Actually, I'm a little bit bothered about that scout, because he is getting close to me. We'll attack him with our scout and get some more XP that way. We should be fine. He's going to try and move away. One advantage that we do have now is that we can actually chase, because we've got the extra movement. So we can actually catch that guy and kill him. Oh, we didn't kill him. Oh, wow. Okay. Got to be careful now. The scout's getting quite low on health. So one more turn, we'll hit 6 population. Someone's building a road there, so there is a thing on its way to us. So that gives us a boost to early empire, because we've just hit 6 population. You can heal up now. And Barbarian Camp, where are you? You are up there, so you're probably going to be a problem to us, not necessarily straight away. Can't build Temple of Artemis. I would like to get a campus. There's lots of things that I would like to get here. I'm just going to go ahead and buy a trader because I still like to make the argument that traders pay for themselves. So the earlier in the game you can get a trader, the more value you're going to get out of them. So it's definitely worthwhile building one, or even worthwhile buying one. We do need a builder. We also need a campus, and I'd like another settler. Where could we get a campus that would give us a decent bonus? Not really one. In the capital, you'd expect we'd be able to get a decent bonus from somewhere, but there isn't really one to get. We'll go ahead and build one here anyway, just because we need to get one. And we do want another settler, and we do want another builder. I'll probably buy a builder as soon as I can afford one. So, where are we going to send you to trade with? We could trade with the city-state, I suppose. No reason not to. Got to be a little bit careful we don't get pillaged by these barbarians. That's always a possibility. Alexander still doesn't like me, but that's fine. Not overly concerned by that. Can we purchase a builder? We can. So let's go and get a builder. We'll hook up that marble. That'll give us some amenities, because we do have insufficient amenities here.
Bronze
there is a barbarian.
Of the form.
There's bronze working done. There is iron. So, yeah, I did... This is one of the tiles where I was talking about setting up another city. Definitely want to do that. Now, setting up a city down here is going to be problematic, because now this guy has set up one. And we're going to be kind of stuck between Russia and you. So that's probably where I want to go first. Let's move up a little bit and start trying to take this scout out if we can. So let's go and get our marble. That sorts out our amenities problem. We probably do, in that case, then want to get masonry. So let's start working on that. Trying to spread your religion to me. That barbarian is just committing suicide, so we can get rid of you nice and easily. Do we want to build a farm down here, or do we want to get you over and hook up any of that stuff? We probably want to get you over. Yeah, so the barbarian's not an issue any longer. Barbarian camp's actually been cleared out by the city-state, so that's great. So there's early empire. And we're not really fighting barbarians all that much. We're not building naval units. Production towards settlers. We are going to be building... Let's go for land surveyors, actually. Because what I'd like to do is buy these tiles if I can, just to stop this expansion. Okay, so let's get... We are building a speciality district that will be done in 6 turns, which is perfect timing for that one. We have ourselves a governor. Magnus is always usually the best one to get. And for the time being, we will put him here. So let's do that. Okay. This archer. Don't need to do an awful lot with you right now. So we'll just keep you at home. So yeah, want to go up and get a city there. But if I want to grab this one, I need to grab it quickly. So we do want to grab ourselves a settler. How much is it going to cost us to purchase this tile? 52 gold. And we'd like this as well. We're going to grab this one. So yeah, 52 gold we need. We're not making a lot of money. We can go ahead and get a mine on the copper. So let's work on that. Which tiles are we working? We are working the copper, yep. So it's definitely the one that we do want to upgrade. So let's go ahead and do that. That puts another production there. That gives us a boost to the wheel. And you have just built a city there. It looks like it's going to be Russia that we need to take out, because they are grabbing like the good city spots here. I could no longer settle there. The only place I could settle legitimately would be on the stone. So, yeah, that's going to make some problem. I mean, I wouldn't have even settled there. Why didn't you go to the coast? You know, you've got no fresh water. That's a little bit silly. They're building Stonehenge as well. So we can actually see that is being constructed. Yeah, I guess that's put paid to those plans. Well, we can still go to the north. We need to have a little look down here, actually. When this scout's recovered, let's move down to the south and see what we've got down there. We can't do plantations yet. I mean, we could just go ahead and get a bog standard farm. How much money do we have? Enough to buy a tile. That's going to pop in 5 turns. So let's buy this one just to kind of cut them off a little bit. And, yeah, we can go ahead and get that marble. Now, we already have marble, but we will be able to sell it. I think we will put this farm down here. I don't know. Maybe we'll just wait for the plantation. Food's not an issue here right now. So, let's just leave you in the city just for the time being. Put you to sleep. You're still not fully recovered. Let's allow that to happen. We do have iron down here as well, so it might not be a bad idea. Temple of Artemis is now complete. That's a lot of units you have there, Russia. Maybe I need to start thinking about building myself some more archers. Because I don't particularly like what he's doing. Let's back up. Let's go ahead and bring this archer forward. Call me paranoid, but I'm paranoid. He is friendly with us.
Ваш народ достоин восхищения. Искусство, наука, чего еще желать?
He does seem to like us, so...
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column.
So there's masonry done. Definitely want to get walls built as soon as possible. Let's get irrigation done. It's only 3 turns now, and we can go ahead and grab that there. You're still not fully healed, but we're going to start heading to the south, see what we've got. We've got iron. Looks like there might be a river down there also. Governor is established. You're going to stay there. You're our forward lookout. You are also going to stay there. Yep, state workforce. So now we're only 1 turn away from that. Excellent. So you've finished the campus. Lots of things that I would like to build. Another settler is definitely one of them. We also need the library, but let's start working on that settler because we're going to be losing spots out to the AI if we do not. You are going to finish off that archer. And you are going to head to the south. So we do have barbarian down here. No water source. I mean, there is a mountain, so there is a possibility of an aqueduct later.
A strong economy begins.
So there's state workforce. Production towards building settlers. Where are you? Builders, settlers. There we go. That'll speed that up for us. And choose a new policy. We haven't met 3 city-states yet. Let's go for political philosophy because we would like to get the new government types. We're going to keep moving south here. There's bound to be another city-state down here somewhere. New governor title. 20% growth in the city. It's also nice to have him in the capital with these other promotions so that you don't lose a population as you grow, but then you just grow and you end up running out of housing and amenities anyway, so it's not that big a deal. There's irrigation done. That means we can now move over here and get the plantation. Excellent. You still have 1 build. No, you don't. You are done. So we do need another builder over here because we need to get the stone and eventually the marble. Okay, cool. Kind of got you blocked in there now. That might work in our favour. Let's go ahead and get the wheel so we can get water mills. You're actually moving into Cairo. Okay, so we have a eruption. And that's the one over here. So it's not really my problem. Trainer Spearman, City-State Quest. And we get to make a declaration. Let's get free inquiry. It's usually the best one to get at this stage of the game. Come on, need another city-state. And we need another spot for a city, basically. And there we go. We have our first Commandant General. And your passive ability is 5 combat strength and 1 movement to land units within 2 tiles. We're just going to go ahead and put you in this city just in case somebody does attack. So you can sleep for now. On to the next turn we go. Someone has completed Stonehenge. Is that Russia? Appease the gods. So this is sounds like an apocalypse event. The gods have warned us the end of the world is coming. They will grant their followers boons, but we must first prove our fervor. Only the 2 most zealous will be rewarded. Using the sacrifice adjacent unit action with their soothsayer unit, gaining score equal to the combat strength of the sacrificed unit, or members' soothsayer units can use the sacrifice adjacent unit action on friendly units adjacent to volcanoes. Interesting. We're in 7th place, so we can sacrifice our own units, get a free soothsayer. Not terribly bothered about getting involved in that one. Yep, Peter has finished that. So, interesting. Let's keep looking down here. Love to find another city-state. There's got to be one somewhere. Well, not down here, there isn't. No fresh water either. It's not a great spot to be in. And volcano erupting again. He's getting some really nice land up there. Right, let's go ahead and start bringing you back. New research. I mean, we could get sailing. We need builders for the fish and everything, but sure. Engineering's a long way off, so I'm not too bothered about that right now. So, is there a good spot down here? I mean, I guess we could grab one there. That would give us 1, 2, 3 access to the bananas, to the iron, to the cotton. Might be the way to go. Something going on there. Oh, forestry growing. That's what it was.
Vessel is large.
There's sailing completed. Attack a barbarian unit because we can. Okay, more science. Let's work on currency. Production. So we've completed our settler. Let's go and work on the... We could get a soothsayer, actually. Get a soothsayer and build a cheap unit and sacrifice them just to get a free soothsayer. I mean, what is the point? I guess soothsayers now actually do give you a use for... Soothsayers do give you a use for actually using your faith. So we can get a soothsayer. And yeah, then we'll go and work on that library. Can't actually move you right now, but that's fine. Okay, so what have we got going on? We have our settler. Where are we going to move you to? Now, if we did move down here, we would definitely have pressure, which is problematic. I mean, this will be a good place to grab because of the iron. We could get an aqueduct here. That's not a bad thing. We definitely want to go and grab another city up there, so we will. I think we'll keep you close together. I think that is actually a reasonable place to try and grab, so we will. So we have got more archers coming in. We are going to start moving over with that soothsayer. I haven't had a look at the soothsayer unit before. Quite an interesting looking unit there. How do you... Oh, that was the wrong button. Can't remember how you rotate in this game. There used to be a way of doing it. Hold down... Is it Alt and middle mouse button? Is it Alt and left click? There we go. Yeah, interesting looking unit. Let's zoom back out again a little bit. Okay, so what have we got going on? Yeah, I thought there might be a barbarian camp down here somewhere. Well, it's not like that spearman can get to me, so I'm just going to fortify a little bit and then we'll move out. So yeah, where is it recommending? We go there. We'll set you up on the next turn. And then we'll get the iron. I've somehow inadvertently turned off my yield icons. How did I do that? Map options. Show resource icons. There we go. That's when I accidentally... Was it Q that I hit? Yeah, Q toggles that on and off. That's good to know. Choose a production. Well, you definitely want to get walls. Because you're kind of sandwiched in here between Arabia and Russia. So we've got another archer now. Let's get one of you out here. And I intend to just sort of cause some trouble with this soothsayer. I don't know what that trouble's going to be yet, but we'll do it anyway. Now, I don't want him grabbing this tile. I don't know if he's likely to. So I'm straight up just going to go and buy that to connect our territory and make sure that he can't expand in that direction, because that's the last thing we want. Let's go ahead and get that monument so we start expanding. We do have an Arabian archer up here, but he's not going to be a huge issue to us. We probably want to start working on another builder relatively soon as well. So who do we want to mess up? Peter's no longer friendly with us. So maybe Peter's the one that we want to go and screw with. He's also spamming me with missionaries. That volcano's going up a lot. Yeah, Peter's probably going to be the one that we attack. We'll try and get an alliance with Arabia, if that is even possible. Yeah, so soothsayers can probably set off, like, fires and stuff. Yeah, that's why it's showing these white tiles. These are all tiles we can do things on. You want to give me gold to open my borders to you. You'll also notice this screen looks slightly different. This is part of the Concise UI mod, and this is the main reason why I use it. Because if you want to make a deal with anything, with gold, instead of having to manually type in the amount, you've just got +1, +10, and +100. And if you right-click, it'll subtract that amount. You also have these different coloured highlights around your trades, which basically, if it's gold, it means you only have one. If it's green, it means it's something you could possibly trade. And if it's red, it means there's something blocking the trade. Normally for the AI's part, that's red because he only has one, so he's not willing to trade it. Horses, he would be willing to trade it most likely. And gold, again, we could trade it, but it'd be stupid to do so because we only have one. We're going to refuse that deal. I don't really want to give him open borders. Now, here's a question. Can a soothsayer go into somebody else's territory? Wonder has been completed. That's the Hanging Gardens. Not something that I was trying to get. So no, soothsayers can't go into somebody else's territory, which makes them slightly less useful. I mean, we could set the volcano off, but realistically, what would be the point at this stage of the game? There isn't really any point me attacking this scout with my scouts. I'm just going to bring the scout back. Yeah, so Peter's actually unhappy with me now, so we definitely need to think about building a... oh, excuse me. We definitely need to think about building up a bit of an army. So that's fine. Do you know what? I'm going to go and do astrology. It's only got 2 turns on it, and let's just get it out of the way. So, it's a shame we can't sacrifice somebody else's units. Where can we go with you? We're pretty blocked off at the moment. There isn't really anywhere that we can go unless we get open borders with somebody. I'm just going to put you on automated exploration and just let you do your own thing. Hopefully you'll be okay. But probably not. So I want to get at least one more settler. There's the government's unlocked. What government type is Arabia? Do we know? Should tell us here. You are still a chiefdom, so I think we're actually beating you in terms of that. We need to choose a new civic. Again, mysticism. Let's get it out of the way. It's 3 turns. You are just going to kind of hang around the homelands. We need to change our government type still. So let's change our government. I've always liked oligarchy, especially because you get 1 of each slot, but also that extra combat strength. Again, I think this is a sort of a militaristic civilization. Influence points to envoys is definitely a useful one. Now, we could get some great general points. I don't really think we need them, especially given what our unique ability is, so I'm going to leave that be. But let's go and... not cavalry, anti-cavalry, not navy. Most of these are pretty useless. Production towards wonders, production in all cities, production towards builders. We will need some builders, but let's just get that +1 production in all cities just for now. There's nothing really more useful that I could have. So that's the end of the turn, and I am going to end the video here. I'm actually quite enjoying this so far. I think my start is probably not the greatest. I should have expanded a little bit quicker. Although, you know, we're not in a terrible position right now. I probably have a relatively decent chance against Russia if I build up a reasonable army. Nizhny Novgorod is relatively exposed. Particularly if we, you know, there's not a lot of hills and things stopping us from getting in. So as long as we don't give them a chance to build any encampments, we should be fine. Tver, or Tver, I have no idea how you pronounce that. Excuse me, I'm not Russian. But that's probably easy to get to as well. Even St. Petersburg, apart from a few mountains on the east, is not that difficult to get to. So... yeah, I think we should go after Russia. It's probably going to make some of the other civilizations haters, but hey-ho, that's usually the best way to play Civ 6. Just have everybody hate you and get on with it. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you are still enjoying Civilization 6. I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.